Film Talk. There has been a disturbance in the art of movie reviews, but there is one man who can bring balance and peace to the art of movie reviews. Here's Mr. Knots33. Throughout the next 6 weeks, he will talk and discuss the thoughts of old and new films. So sit back and listen to what he has to say. May the Film Talk be with you, always.
Hello and welcome to Film Talk. I was sorry about the background, so it's not great. The line's not great either. I enjoyed the very dodgy Bane sounding intro. But yeah, today I'm kind of going with Star Wars, and today I'll be discussing and kind of reviewing my thoughts of Star Wars Force Awakens. Obviously, I know we've got a Rogue One coming out later this year, which again I'm very looking forward to. So yeah, let's talk about Star Wars Force Awakens. I've watched it quite a few times now. I think I watched it 4 times at the cinema. The best way to put it is, I would say it is a great Star Wars film. I am a Star Wars fan. I'm definitely not the biggest in the world, but I do appreciate all 7 films, including the prequels. But we won't talk about them in this discussion. So yeah, we'll cut down to the plot. The plot is obviously there's Rey, which I was on the planet, she don't know who her parents are. So you've kind of got that Luke kind of feeling for the New Hope. It's, the character's feeling lost and it's looking for something. And I enjoyed that. That's a lot of the film, and it has been criticised. It says, well, basically it's just a copy of New Hope, which it definitely has its elements, and I think it has also has some elements of Empire as well. So yeah, obviously you meet our new characters. Your main is Rey. You meet Rey and Finn. They're your main 2 characters, and the chemistry between them is great. It works really well. I think I enjoy it better than Luke and Leia's. Obviously, this is the brother and sister. They don't find out till a bit later, but they got on a lot quicker, which helped. I think if they had much friction or anything like that, if he says, right, we'll let them become friends at the end, I don't think it would have worked as well, story-wise. By the way, you meet these 2, and as soon as them 2 get in the Millennium Falcon, it's just amazing. I was sat there in the cinema on the edge of my seat, laughing. Obviously, you got the joke, it was just part of the junk, and it's amazing. That whole sequence there is probably one of the best in the film. I enjoy that the most. The music, the soundtrack of that is great. Visual effects, everything. Just that whole scene there, it is amazing. I think it's what we all kind of wanted after the kind of space stuff and stuff we got in the prequels. It just wasn't as good as that. But yeah, that whole sequence was great. But the only thing with that is, from watching that sequence at the cinema on a big massive screen to watching Blu-ray. But I've got a big telly. It's almost 50 inch, so it's a decent size. To watching that at home, you don't get that same effect. It loses it, which obviously nothing you can do about it. But it's definitely a cinema film, where I think a lot of the original Star Wars films, you can watch it at home. You don't feel too much different. Also, it's good watching it at the cinema, but I think The Force Awakens is definitely a cinematic film. Anyway, moving on. By this point, as you go on, one of the greatest bits again in the film is Han Solo and Chewbacca come in. But first, they give the impression as they've been boarded in, it's an Imperial ship, but obviously it's not. It's a Han Solo ship, and again, he's not lost his character. He comes in and he bounces off with the new cast really well. So the younger cast, and in a way, Rey says to him, "You're the Han Solo," and the look on her face is I think it's kind of the look that a lot of the fans would have. If it was real life and a lot of the fans kind of met him in real life, that's kind of the face you would have. So yeah, it's there's a lot of fan service within this film. So I think, and then say moving on again, you see a bit more of Kylo Ren's character. Now Kylo Ren, his voice, first I wasn't keen, but I think if you really listen to it and you listen to his diction and his way of words, it's quite scary. It's quite terrifying. Not as terrifying as Darth Vader's, but it has an element of it. But the only thing with that, as soon as he takes off his mask, he loses it. I can't see an Imperial officer or a bunch of stormtroopers seeing his face with his mask off. As far as I'm aware, he doesn't take it off in front of them. But there's one picture, and I'm going to show you that picture in a minute, and put it in the comments below, because as far as I can remember, I don't remember seeing this scene in the Blu-ray or the theatrical release. But if I'm wrong, comment below and let me know. But it's this picture here. So yeah, but like I say, I liked Kylo Ren's character. It took me 3 watches to kind of say yeah, he's a badass. His lightsaber, I like his lightsaber, but I don't know. I think when they first revealed it, it was wow, it's crazy. But now it's kind of like, oh, that's okay. It works. It's cool. You know, he uses it effectively. That's all you can really say. So we get to the end scene. By the way, the planet base, it looks absolutely gigantic in this, and they kind of showcase it in the film to be massive, and you hardly see any of it. You see nothing of it. So it's a wasted idea. A good idea. It's goes, oh, it's just an Death Star, which in case it more or less is. But wouldn't it have been good to see a full planet full of stormtroopers and Imperial officers and all that kind of stuff? It would be amazing to see that, and just to have, I don't know, Han Solo or a bunch of Jedi, a bunch of rebels just taking them out. It would be amazing to see. But yeah, like I said, it does have a lot of elements of the original 3, which I don't mind. I like it. It's a safe option, but I did enjoy it. It's a very enjoyable film. Going on to the end of that, the very end, after they've blown the planet up, they've saved the day. And also the tragic loss of Han Solo, which a lot of people say, oh yeah, I saw that come back. I didn't. I didn't see it. I thought, at the moment I kind of knew it was going to happen, was when Han Solo wouldn't take the lightsaber, but when Kylo Ren wouldn't let go of the lightsaber and he was shaking. That's when I knew it was going to happen. But up to that point, I thought he's going to take it off and he could actually save. And when it happened, they did it so well. They did the hand on the face, they did everything, and I think one of the most things that actually helped, quite make that quite heartbreaking is just Chewie's reaction. He does his thing, and he don't care at that point. I think even obviously Chewbacca not being a human, he's such a strong character anyway, and obviously we're not talking. You knew that his actions at that point, when he just ran and put the bombs on everything, went to blow it up, he didn't care if he got shot in that moment. And I think that it just shows how important and the strong friendship that Chewbacca and Han Solo had. Now, again, the one thing that a lot of people didn't like, and I kind of agree, was Leia. When Rey and Finn will get back, everyone goes, well, Leia should have called Chewie, and they kind of should. That would have been better. And she didn't show much emotion, and I didn't like Leia in this. We've not seen much about Hamill, so I can't say too much about him. But even Chewbacca and Han Solo, they nailed it. So yeah, obviously after that, get to the end, the Jedi steps, the music on that is amazing. I love that whole end sequence. It's a great ending. When you see Luke, I couldn't decide, was Luke pissed off or what? It's a great shot, and then you see a bit of realization that it's his father's lightsaber, Darth Vader, Anakin Skywalker. And as soon as it cuts off, it makes you want to see more. And I think because of that, that's what makes the Star Wars film so good. Yes, it has elements of the original, but it makes you want to see more. So again, sorry about the back of here and the quality is not great, and I've just got an iMac, so I'm still on the learning curve with that. Leave a comment below on what you would like me to talk about, or what you'd like me to review and the thoughts. Hopefully I might get a few more people on the panel, so it'll be a bit more of us. So yeah, thanks for watching. Leave a like and subscribe.